And welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark, and today I get to check out A Queens Ransom, released on Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So here's a movie that I don't love, I like, I don't love it. I have had it for some time on VCD, and it's, of course, as we all know, VCDs aren't incredible quality, and I feel that that is probably part of the reason why I didn't take to it as much. You're not really getting what the director wanted you to see with VCD. Now, with this wonderful 2K restoration Blu-ray release from Eureka, who have not let us down this far with any of their previous Golden Harvest releases, 2 or 4K remastered, I'm quite excited to watch A Queen's Ransom here, as it should be seen. Clean, crisp, colourful, and hopefully at the right ratio, which I know Eureka are going to put out the right ratio, of course they are. But there's quite an amazing cast in this movie, and yet at the same time, I don't like the movie for the cast, because when you see the likes of Jimmy Wang Yu and Mao Ying, Bolo Yeung, Charles Hung, you kind of feel that you're going to get this fight fest, this amazing martial arts action-packed film, which A Queen's Ransom really isn't at all. It's more of a thriller, I suppose, about the assassination of Queen Elizabeth II on her visit to Hong Kong. Some wonderful footage of her actual visit from the year before, captured there and put in it. And George Lazenby, the former James Bond, plays a Northern Irish IRA terrorist who is kind of putting out there that they're going to assassinate the Queen in order to steal some gold. So it's also known as, I think, International Assassins and Operation Regina. But yes, I really do hope that this bumps the movie up for me in what I would have rated it in the past. I really hope that it kind of makes me love it a wee bit more. It's certainly not going to, because it's got a 2K restoration, it's certainly not going to mean that there's more fights, etc. But I'm hoping that when I see it, as clean as it is, it's going to just make me love it a wee bit more. Okay, lovely artwork from Darren Wheeling. I really do enjoy what he's done here. It does fit the tone, and it does sell the movie for what it is. Let me just get past what's included here. We have a limited edition no-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling, 1080p HD presentation on Blu-ray of the original Hong Kong theatrical cut from a brand new 2K restoration, 1080p HD presentation on Blu-ray of the original English language export cut from a brand new 2K restoration, wonderful, original Mandarin and optional classic English dub on the Hong Kong theatrical cut, and a classic English dub on the export version, which I've yet to listen to or hear. Optional English subtitles newly translated for this release, brand new audio commentary on the Hong Kong theatrical version by Frank Cheng and Michael Worth, brand new audio commentary on the export version by Mike Leader and Darna Venema, Furious George, a brand new documentary featurette by martial artist and actor Michael Worth, and a reversible sleeve featuring original poster artwork with a trailer and limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writings on the film by James Oliver. Now, as with all these Eureka releases, I think it's limited to about 2,000 before they drop the slip and the booklet. So if you want to continue on with these wonderful releases of early Golden Harvest classics, it is absolutely worth picking up. Region B only, so they mustn't be putting it out stateside like they have been recently. But yeah, a 1976 production by film by Tin Shan Si. Not a name that jumps out at me. I know I've seen some of his other work, of course, but it's not a name that jumps out to me straight away there. But yes, I really do like what Darren has produced here with this artwork. So let's get stuck in. Okay, so sliding that out there, we have got the same artwork coming out, Darren's artwork, of course, so the reversible cover will be in there. And oh, that's a nice disc and nice cover of the book. Wow, very, very British indeed. Look at this. That's quite nice, actually. I always wondered if Queen Elizabeth ever knew that she was part of a Hong Kong action movie. I doubt it, but I always wondered if she knew. Did she ever grab a copy of A Queen's Ransom, or was she ever invited to the premiere by Raymond Chow? Who knows? On the other side there we have the artwork from Hong Kong that resembles that seen here on the VCD as I showed you. I'm going to just flip that around and pop that in there. Hopefully you caught that and it's not too much glare. It's a very bright day here for once, which is lovely. But this is now the cover I'm keeping on there. Inside there, the booklet I'll pop out. As I say, it's quite a nice front with the Union Jack hanging down there. And on the other side we have the poster for International Assassin, which is pretty cool. So it is, I think, Golden Harvest's answer to Day of the Jackal. Very popular movie released just before it there. But yeah, I mean, again, it's from what I could see on the VCD, it was quite a well-made movie. It just didn't have enough action or enough martial arts action that you would expect with this kind of cast in there. And there's quite a large cast of Kung Fu legends, let's be honest. It's, you know, if this movie had been made with more dramatic actors, I suppose, maybe having Charlie Chin in the lead there rather than Jimmy Wang Yu or something like that, I wouldn't have probably been as disappointed. But given the fact that there are 4, 5, 6 wonderful names from the Kung Fu world in this, and it doesn't keep the action up, I feel that's why I was maybe let down. Anyway, I'm going to go check this out. As I say, hopefully that 2K restoration really makes me love it a wee bit more, and I'll come right back to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the Eureka video Blu-ray release of A Queen's Ransom, and wow, again, the 2K restorations looked absolutely fan-friggin-tastic. Beautiful, 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 and it did make me enjoy the movie a lot more, I have to say. I'll never go back to that VCD, but this was beautiful. I did watch both cuts. I did watch both cuts with the audio commentary. I mean, gosh, I never want to see this movie for another few months. It's still not that exciting for me. It still doesn't have the action that I really wanted it to have. But when it does come about, it is a lot of fun. And again, that grand finale is definitely well worth sticking around for. But overall, it is such an improvement, and I'm really glad that Eureka Video did put it out there with that 2K restoration. It is a very gorgeous movie, beautifully shot, and actually a lot more intricate of a plot than I really give it credit for, if I'm being honest. The audio commentaries for both were fantastic, both very, very informative. As I say, Frank and Mike cover the Hong Kong version, while Mike and Arna cover the export version. But I do have to say, I had a lot more fun with them on the export version. They just obviously have a lot more energy there, and really watched the movie for what it was and enjoyed it. But definitely both are well worth checking out and listening to, because there's a lot of different points from both parties there, of course. The Furious George training with Michael Worth featurette there was an interesting piece, by just under 16 minutes in length, and it's mostly kind of Mike talking to the camera about his time spent with George, training him and so on. I mean, it's a decent watch. I'm not a huge fan of George Lazenby in any way. I don't see what the appeal is. I really don't. But you know what? He makes a fun villain. I'll just leave it at that. And then you also have the trailer, which is quite a lengthy one, runs for just under 5 minutes in length, totally unrestored, absolutely should be well worth watched before you get into that restoration, because watching that trailer will let you see kind of what the VCD was like for me, or an old video version of this movie, and then when you jump into that restoration on either version, wow. I mean, it is like watching a movie that was made yesterday. It is really, honestly, it is that gorgeous. Such a beautiful piece. And I really love Darren's artwork here on the side of the menu. I feel that this is probably one of the best he's done. This is beautifully put together here and highlighted even more than what you see on the cover with that light bouncing behind it there. It is gorgeous. He's done a fantastic job with this. So yes, I mean, I do love the movie a wee bit more. Still not one of my favorite Jimmy Wang Yu, Angela Mao early Golden Harvest pieces by any means, but absolutely ecstatic for Eureka Video to have restored it and put it out there. I love what they're doing with all these early Golden Harvest titles, and there's so many more that I want to see from them. My fingers are very tightly crossed for what's to come here. But yes, definitely a double thumbs up for me. Super glad that it's in my collection. Coming soon from Eureka Video. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at Invincible Asia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.